Hey guys, welcome to Homesteading Through Our Eyes. It's our next update on our homesteading journey. This update, we did a lot of work on the yurt, trying to get move-in ready. We're still not moved in yet. It is October 16th. So the flooring on the yurt is almost completed. I have it completely stained, burned, everything completely in place. Any spots that needed filling in, filled in. We do have to finish sealing it with our beeswax sealant. It's kind of taking longer than expected because the beeswax and coconut oil will solidify when it's cold really easily. So we've been having some cold nights and mornings and haven't got all of it finished yet. But we'll get there soon. And once we get the wood stove going, then we'll have the heat that we need if we need to go wait that long, I guess. So here's our hearth that we got from a friend, as well as some tools. This is what our stove came in, and we're thinking about using that as our wood box, keeping everything right by the back exit here for easily putting the wood in the winter. And you can see right out the back door is where the woodshed is going to be. So we still have to figure things out in here as far as where the kitchen and bathroom and sleeping quarters will be. But we're getting there. You can see, just for size reference, that's a full-size air mattress. How much space it takes up in the 30-foot yurt. Not too much. Also, we have a card table and another dining room table in here. And those also don't take up too much space. So we're going to keep working. Still hoping to get in here soon. The wood stove is a little bit of a delay with the chimney and trying to figure that out. We did get the chimney hole dug. We need to make another footer pretty much for the chimney. So we got that dug, and the next step we'll go and buy some piping. There's our hole. That's where the chimney's gonna go. We have to cut a hole in the lattice and in the side cover and insulation for the chimney. We ordered our wood stove from Silver Fire Wood Stove Company. This is called the Princess Dragon. So we got that in the mail. Did come a little beat up, but hopefully it works okay. Kind of like it. Has the nice cooktop feature. So right now we're just trying to figure out how to get this to work correctly. Get it burned outside to get all the toxic fumes off. And we're going to have to figure out some piping to buy. We've been busy splitting wood, as well as building a little wood shed. We have a full video on us, how we built this shed. It's not completed yet, but we're getting there. Back in the fall garden, and I did some fall planting. I did some onion sets. I'm not sure how they're gonna work, but it's an experiment. So this whole area has onion sets. I also planted the garlic, like is typically done. This is all garlic. I have a couple other areas over there and over there. with garlic and onions as well. So it's always good to do some experimenting in the garden. I heard that you can plant the onion sets in the fall. This will give them an early start in the spring, as well as take up less of my time in the spring since I'll be busy planting everything else. Now we didn't have anything to plant, so it was nice to be able to get in here and plant some things. Hopefully it works. I guess I'll know in the spring. The green on top is comfrey leaves I'm using as a mulch / fertilizer, natural fertilizer when it breaks down. And we are letting the chickens in the garden right now to eat all the tomatoes and seeds and whatever they want to eat. So that's why I have the lattice pieces and screens and whatever I can find just to keep them from digging in the dirt and uprooting my garlic and onions. So the fall garden is still doing great. We haven't had a frost yet. It did get down to about 34 the other night. So some of the tomatoes and zucchinis are not really so happy, but they are still alive and doing fairly good. I still have a lot of my winter squash to pick. You can see my orange pumpkin. So I was worried that some of the squashes were not going to get ripe in time, but looks like that's not going to be a problem. I already ate an acorn squash and a buttercup squash, both delicious. You can see here's some butternut squash that are almost at the correct color. You do have to wait for the vines to die for them to fully ripen, and these guys are just starting to die now. Up until about a couple weeks ago they were still putting flowers out and trying to make more squash. So they finally realized it's time to die, put their energy into ripening the rest of their fruit, and then I'll get to harvest and eat them soon. So fall garden in New York is not finished yet. We still have lots of things to still harvest, and I'm very happy with our garden this year and looking forward and already planning next year's garden. Adding lots of browns to the compost.
Thanks for watching the update. Make sure you like and subscribe and make any comments or ask any questions you'd like. And check out our other videos. And see you again soon. Peace.